Greetings, our shizzle to all, and blessings to all. I am Baba Makanjuola, and I am the head Ori coach over at Ori or poweroverread.com. Today I'm coming to you to give a presentation on our upcoming Ose Ifa class. All right. So please get a notepad out. You're going to need it, more than likely. And we're going to just dive right in so you can get the information you'll need and all the details you need for what you can expect from this 3-hour training session so that can help you master Ose Ifa. All right, let's go. First things first, I want you to know a little bit more about me. I am, again, Baba Makanjuola, born and raised in South Central LA. I was initiated to Ifa in 2018. I've been around Ifa since about 2009 or so when I got my first Dafa. Took me a while to get initiated because I wanted to make sure what I was doing. Ifa is a very vast spiritual practice that it really takes a lot of time for you to really get a grip on it, what it is and what it is you're doing with this new tool you just found. So I got initiated in 2018, and around 2019, Baba Makanjuola found himself going through some troubles in life, and some serious troubles in life. And with that being said, I was trying to figure out how I can better myself. I did dafas and all these other things. And a friend of mine did an ibori for me, and it kind of changed the way I viewed giving an offering, which also changed the way I did my Ose Ifa. I began to ask this person to show me a little bit more about what they did, and it blew my mind. So I started using that whole concept with the Ose Ifa, and I started working and manipulating, and not manipulating in a negative way, but working the tool of Ose Ifa to extract the things out of it that I need based upon the offerings that I was bringing. And I began to see more of a clear picture of what I was dealing with. And I figured out in those moments that Ose Ifa, yes, is to offer and appease the deities, but it is also speaking to your Ori. And it has messages behind the offerings that if you know how to unlock it, it can take your Ori to the next level of understanding. So this is how we designed, or how I designed the class of Ose Ifa Master Class, because I want to help you to master Ose Ifa so that you can unlock the understanding for your particular Ori and the needs that you have on a consistent every 5 days basis. So let's jump into that information. So first question I want to ask, and you can jot this down so you can kind of toss this idea around in your Ori yourself. What is the purpose of Ose Ifa? It is the purpose of feeding the deities, but also giving you, the person who's coming to the deities, answers that are already floating in your Ori, because it's talking to your Ori. That's what it's doing. So the purpose is to feed the deities, but it's also for you to leave that offering with an offering from the deities that will help you to understand who you are and what you're doing. What you're doing well, because it might be all a G-Fei this week, or what you're struggling with, because it might get Okanran, or what Ifa needs to save you from, Oyeku. Ashe? So it is a message for you, but deep-rooted more than that is to show you, where is this energy coming from? How do you keep it going? And how do you eliminate it? Ose Ifa is very powerful. Now, do you have to be fully initiated to do Ose Ifa? No, you do not. You do not have to be initiated. There are ways you can do this in your house, outside in the backyard. There's different ways you can do this. I will break every last understanding of that down in the 3-hour class so that you can understand it for yourself. All right? That's why we're having the class. What if I don't have any yakin? Well, if you don't have any yakin, like I said, there's ways to do this outside of the house. If you have the king, definitely get it done yourself. Talk to your Babalao, talk to your Baba Ifa, who's ever teaching you. Talk to them and let them know you want to learn how to do Ose Ifa yourself if you're not already there. All right. Now, if you don't have any king, can you do it? Yes. You just need to know how. And if you don't know how, you need to be in the class this Saturday. Can I practice Ose Ifa on my own without the connection and help and assistance of a Babalao, a Awo, an Ianifa, whatever you call them, without any supervision? Yes, you can. As long as you've been trained to do it properly. That's the main thing. You need to be trained to do it properly to get the right messages, to give the right answers so you can see the progress that you're looking to have. If your progress is stagnant, you're probably doing it wrong. And you could be giving deities the wrong items that they don't even take. And the messages are not going to come out of that at all, period. But you may not even know how to, like I said, get to the other side of the messages so that you can extract what you truly need, which is that esoteric understanding of what the deities are trying to say and speak to your Ori. A little class itinerary real quick so you can see what to expect in the class. One thing we're going to cover in the class is what items do we offer Ifa? What specific items do we offer Ifa? And when I say offer Ifa, I'm also including SU because you got to feed SU at the same time. So we're going to detail what items we do offer. And secondly, we're going to detail what does the offering signify. If the offering asks for a specific or requires a specific item, then what does that offering item signify? Why do they want that one? And what does it do to help me? I'm telling y'all, it's going to get deep. We're also going to cover the required feeding items. What is it that Ifa or Eshu has to have? What do they not take? All of those things. You need to know what they do take and what they do not take. You don't want to offer a deity something that they do not take. You want to know what it is. And if you know what it is, you probably wouldn't offer them something they don't want. Now, how does each item assist us? That's why you're getting to know both ends. When I say assist us, that thing that they're talking about, they want, let's say if they wanted some cool water, some extra cool water. What does that mean? That means they want to cool some things off in your life. There's something heated in your Ori that's, maybe got you on the angry side, temperamental side, like emotional side. You need to cool down. It may be somebody else that's angry with you. You need to cool down through spirit. They'll take that offering and help that person to cool down with you. And maybe you guys can have a conversation. There's reasons why these particular items are necessary. You just need to know how to work the system, like I said. Also, we're going to cover the interpretations of messages from spirit to Ori. You need to be able to read those kola nuts, those bitter kola nuts, but primarily the kola nuts, the obi. You need to know how to read them. They come in different messages. And when they come in different messages, you need to know what that is. If you don't know what the message is, you just gave an offering and you left food on the table, literally. So it's going to show you how to read between the lines. If you get a yes or no message with all four of the cola nuts, yes, that says yes. They're all four up, right? Let's say you got a lafia, all four up. Yes, that's it. That's a definite yes. But what else is it saying? For you and your Ori and for your next 5 days, what is it actually saying? These are very important points, you guys. I'm gonna give you a quick example of what I'm talking about. Let's say, for an example, you receive the following: Oyeku. You're doing Ose Ifa, you get Oyeku. Now, what does that mean? If you answered, it means a hard no. You're absolutely right. It definitely means that your E-ray is not supported at this point, right? It's definitely not supported at this point. Now, what else is it saying though? It's also telling you that Ifa, or whichever deity you're offering it to, is here to take that for you. There's a way that needs to happen that I won't explain in this. That's the reason why we're doing the class, but there's things that needs to happen with this. There's things that must be done when spirit gives you this message. You cannot continually use it. Let me let you know that right now. You can't use it anymore, but there's something else ritualistically you need to do with it before you discard it or offer it. Whatever it is you're supposed to do, that I will tell you on Saturday. All right? So, these little things like this, you need to know. Because if you got Oyeku, you need to know what the other message is. If there's something that needs to be taken away, what is it? Why is it there? Is it becoming because of my action? Is it coming because of someone else's actions? Is it karmic? What is it? What is it that's coming? How do I prevent it from coming back? That's why you're asking these questions, unless you want to just keep experiencing the same thing. There's something that's happening that's creating this dynamic. Why? These are not just for yes or no and hard no answers. Okay? So I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. Let's get into what you can expect from us for the class. What is the forecast of the class? What is the class forecast? Now, what you're going to get with your enrollment is a manual. It's about a 4-page manual, and that manual will have everything in it that we're going to cover for all 3 days. So, with that being said, you will always have something you can go back to, take away from the class. You can study and keep for yourself so you don't have to write so many notes down. We've already covered all of that. So you'll have the manual for your records. It will be a 3-hour training over the course of 3 days. We will have a day on Saturday for an hour, a day on Sunday for an hour, and then we will schedule a day collectively with the group to come back and do a presentation day. The presentation day is for you to do your presentation of Ose Ifa, and Baba Makanjuola will coach you through the process to show you what that looks like. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Also, on the second day, I will do a demonstration, a full-blown demonstration of different angles, of different concepts, of different outcomes of Ose Ifa, and show you what it looks like, how you can call the audible on call so you can make the right changes and not get stuck and know how to close it. You got to know how to close Ose Ifa, because sometimes SU will have you at SU just casting and casting and casting, and you won't know what to ask and say. So you got to know how to do that. I'm going to give you a demonstration of that on the second day of the class. All right. Now, your investment for this class is only $50 per attendee. $50 for 3 hours of training that you are going to use over and over and over and over again. It's only $50. It's normally $100 per person, but I dropped it off to half price for this particular class at this time. It's a lot of stuff going on in the world, and I know it, so I want to just help people as much as they can. It doesn't do me any good to hold all this information to myself. I want people to be able to have it, so I wanted to make it affordable for everybody. It's only $50, you guys. And if you want to get involved, all you got to do is go over to powerofaread.com, click on the events page, sign up, and let's go. And you will receive your manuals and everything and the links to come in on Saturday morning. All right? If you need to contact us, please do so at the information provided. Our phone number is 310-362-8191. That's 310-362-8191. The email is grow@oriane.com, and the website is powerofaread.com. All righty? I give thanks for everybody who's listened to this message. Please, if you know anyone who may want to enroll in the class, please send them on over to poweroverread.com, or you can refer them to me at any of the information that I gave you above. I give thanks and praise. May Ifa continually bless your Ori. May your Ori continually stay open to receive the messages of Ifa. We give thanks and praise. We say, Ashe, take care, God bless.